Hi guys, welcome to Twin Perspective. I'm Joe. And tonight I'm going to be presenting a reaction and review to Black Mirror Season 5, Episode 3, and it's called Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2. A lot of people heard about this episode before the season was released because Miley Cyrus plays a part in it. And now that it's out and people have seen it, I guess overall it's been a positive reaction. I'm going to be giving a general reaction with no spoilers, and then I'll let you know when the spoilers are kicking in. So this episode does star Miley Cyrus as Ashley O, a pop star. And it also stars Angourie Rice as Rachel, and her sister, played by Madison Davenport. Her sister's name is Jack. And Ashley O has an aunt who is her manager, and her name is Catherine, and she's played by Susan Porfar. So this is basically a reflection of how future technology can impact the lives of people again, but specifically in the area of the music business, and it also focuses on what a star can go through, feeling the pressures of management or what the public might want, when that can clash with your changes in creativity. And it also deals with the two sisters. And in my opinion, that kind of felt more like an after-school special at times that could have been presented in any number of dramas. But there is a pivotal moment that happens in the episode which turns it on its head, and it becomes a fast-paced caper type of race against time kind of thing. And as cliche as it is, I think it elevates this particular episode to a point where not any of the Black Mirror episodes have ever gone before. A lot of people may say that makes this one not in the vein of Black Mirror, but this particular episode, in contrast to all the others in this season, has way more future technology and implications therein. I think that gets overlooked a lot. The basic structure of this episode, which does lean towards being a comedy in the second half, with that future tech, that overwhelming amount of future tech in it. I gotta say, in my opinion, this episode is the best one of the season. Episode 1 was great. Striking Vipers was great. The performances were great. The writing was great. Everything about it, from the direction to the cinematography, can all get recognized. But this one, Episode 3, Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2, is my favorite. It was the most enjoyable. It has an ending that's not quite like all the other Black Mirror episodes, and I can appreciate it. And I think it was really well cast, almost perfectly, with Miley Cyrus in this role. And I'm going to get into the spoilers now. So Miley Cyrus in real life kind of went through this, where she started off as a commodity, a marketable commodity, this positive thing for young girls. Always had to be a positive message. This was the image, this was what was making the money, and this is what she was going to have to be forever. And as she got older, she wanted to be creative, and some of that creativity was definitely not Hannah Montana. Cut to, she had a pretty decent music career, and she separated herself from that little girl image by twerking and all kinds of other stuff. But there's a talent there, and she needs the freedom to explore that talent. And I think left up to her own devices, it's going to be a lot better than this cookie cutter thing that, marketing wants. So that's what this character is going through in this episode. Her name is Ashley O, and she's got a positive message every time she's interviewed. All of her songs are positive. There was one song that they kept playing over and over again that was her song, and I knew right from the get-go that this was a ripoff of Head Like a Hole by 9 Inch Nails. And when I heard the blatant ripoff, I mean, the lyrics are changed to have this positive poppy feeling, but I knew what the song was. The song is completely different too. I mean, they did a great job with the music in this. This was definitely, kind of like a Tiffany or Debbie Gibson version of Head Like a Hole, but it was called something totally different. It was all positive. But I heard that song so much in the beginning of the episode that I thought to myself, if they don't credit Trent Reznor at the end of this, I'm going to be pissed. And Head Like a Hole happens to be one of my favorite 9 Inch Nails songs. So, you get to about 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in, and I'm about sick of hearing this song. So, cut to Rachel and Jack. They are sisters. Rachel's this huge fan of Ashley O. We find out that they've lost their mother recently, like she died maybe 2 years earlier. And the whole family's coping with it in different ways. The father, he's a good father, he's kind, but he's just not very attentive. And the way he copes is in his work, he's trying to invent a mousetrap that's more humane and pretty effective. And it's basically a little robot mouse that tries to trick the other mouse and then gets up to it real quick and zaps it with like a taser. Jack spends her time playing guitar, and she's always got the headphones on. She wears dark clothes, and she seems to be rebellious. We find out the music that she's always listening to, which isn't mainstream music at all, is the kind of music that her mother used to listen to. But she copes this way, and then any time she takes those headphones off and sees her sister Rachel in love, Googling over Ashley O, it just makes Jack sick. She's the exact opposite of that. Now, this is the way Rachel's coping, and it's a good deal, I think, for Rachel to have this Ashley O girl with the positive message. But Rachel doesn't have any friends at school, and she's lonely. So enter Ashley 2. Ashley 2 is a robot that was designed with the download of Ashley O, basically a copy of Ashley O's brain. So this robot's got all the positive messages, and apparently it's AI capable, so it learns who you are, and then it picks up on your wants and desires, and it basically is Ashley O, that's your friend. And Rachel really wants this for her birthday, and she gets it, and it is hilarious. It's very encouraging. It always stays positive, and it encourages Rachel to enter into the school's talent contest, and Rachel's going to dance to one of Ashley O's songs. And this Ashley 2 robot, being positive and programmed this way to be so cheerful all the time, convinces Rachel to do it, and she ends up failing miserably on stage in front of the school. There's a lot of stuff going on here in this episode that you can learn from. Meanwhile, going back to Ashley O, she says that she wakes up and she has to write down what she was dreaming because that's where most of her ideas for her songs come from. And she's got a whole book of stuff that she's been writing when she wakes up, and it is not the cheery stuff. This is original music she's writing down, and it's all pretty morbid and, grown up. And so one day she's trying to write a melody to it, and it's pretty somber, and she's on the piano practicing, and her aunt/manager hears this and approaches her and talks to her for a second, tells her breakfast is about to be done, and tells her it's a good song, but deep down she's got concerns. And so we find out that her aunt has been in coordination with like a therapist or something, and they're prescribing these drugs for Ashley O to take, and they're wondering if the drugs are working or not because Ashley O just seems to be more and more depressed, not wanting to go out and do this for her fans anymore. And they find out that she hasn't been taking the medicine, so then they figure they ought to up the dose or something. Ashley O decides to put on all this black goth makeup to go out for one of her shows, but before she can get out on stage, her aunt sees it and tells her she's got issues and that this is they didn't pay to see this goth look. They paid to see the poppy girl, and she's going to have to do it. Okay, so she gets makeup in there, and she's playing this role, this positive influence. No creativity at all for her. Not in the direction she's really wanting to go. I think this is pretty obvious. I think Miley Cyrus did a good job of conveying all of this. So eventually her aunt invites her to eat. They've sent the cooks home for the night. So she's rich, she's famous, she's popular. She's made it. She's a success story. So anyway, the help is gone for the night. They're going to eat takeout like they used to do. And Ashley O's eating. Ashley O realizes that her aunt has the book of lyrics. Her aunt's telling her that this isn't what she's going to allow her to do. She's got the little container that had all the pills that she was stashing as well. She shows her the container, letting her know that she knows she wasn't, her aunt knows that she wasn't taking the medicine. And Ashley O decides, you know what, I don't even want you as my manager anymore. I'm just going to go do my own thing. She gets up, she's about to walk away, and she can't because she's actually been drugged. The aunt/manager, Catherine, has cut up all the pills and sprinkled it all over the food she just fed her. So Ashley O hits the ground, bam. Next thing you know, she's in a coma. It's all over the news. Ashley O in a coma. They say it was food poisoning. Shellfish. Now here's where the tech comes in. Even though Ashley O's in a coma, there's production equipment, and they can hook up to Ashley O's brain. And the brain has all of these signals, which are basically what's inspiring her to write these songs when she wakes up and stuff in the morning. And the computer can translate it into musical notes and into words. So the aunt gets the idea that even though Ashley O's in a coma, she can still have the benefits of her niece's success. Because she's going to have brand new songs. Even though she's in a coma, she's still going to have brand new songs. And what's going to perform these songs live for even more money is this hologram that they've set up. And they can go online and play in every city in the country and on one night. And so there's no touring or anything. Everyone in the country can see Ashley O. And it's a completely interactive thing with Ashley O up there singing and dancing. Basically, it's somebody hooked up to wires and they're doing all the moves, and it's projected as Ashley O. You can make her big and small, and yeah, it's pretty wicked. To me, being a musician myself, I thought to myself, this is insane. What if the estate that got when Prince passed away decided we're going to have machines hooked up to Prince's brain or whatever? We've got all this new music that he's going to come out with. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess, technically, I guess Ashley was in a coma. She's not dead, but it had me thinking. It had me thinking about especially all of the musicians who have passed. And if you could continue to hear their music, actually new music, with a hologram up there performing, would I go and see a deceased artist in that fashion? I probably would. There was a lot of future tech in this one that had me interested. So, go back to the family. The sister Jack decides that this Ashley 2 robot is a bad influence, even though she's a positive thing, because Jack's such a rebel. So Jack takes the robot and hides it in the attic and tells her sister Rachel that she threw the robot away, and Rachel's devastated. The dad tells Jack she's going to have to buy another robot. And eventually she gets the robot back down from the attic and admits she lied about it. Well, in the news, everyone who's purchased this Ashley 2 has been sending them back or getting rid of them altogether because of something wrong with the battery life or something. So there's not that many Ashley 2s out there anymore. And I don't know how they got into diagnosing this thing, but they realized that there was a large part of it that wasn't being used. It was just a small section of the internal brain of this robot that was being used, and they manipulated it where it would utilize the whole thing. I'm not even sure if this was a mishap or what, but basically the robot was programmed exactly like Ashley O to only exhibit the positive and the encouraging. When this robot comes to life, everything changes. This robot, which is, a future tech, potential future tech, becomes the star of the show, Ashley 2, and it's Miley Cyrus, and this robot went from being encouraging and positive to just fucking downright, fuck, what the fuck, and, oh shit. So anyway, I thought it was hilarious from that point on. The first thing Ashley 2 wanted to do was get to where she lives, get to that mansion, so that she can see herself in a coma. They've got a plan to do something. They end up getting into the house. They have to manipulate this bodyguard / house guard, and they use one of the dad's rats to do it. Shock him. The thing's shocked too hard. Killed a rat in a demonstration by accident. So anyway, when the robot gets in the room with Ashley O's comatose body, she intentionally unplugs it. The sisters are freaking out, thinking she's killing herself. And that's what the robot was saying. The robot was saying, look, I'm me. I'm Ashley O, and I know I wouldn't want to be like this. So, but what happens is, as soon as everything's unplugged, Ashley O snaps out of the coma. So all of a sudden, Ashley 2 and Ashley O decide they need to get to this spot where the presentation for the hologram is happening by the aunt. They know this is going on. We need to get over there, and we need to bust her ass right now. And so they have to carry poor, just comatose Ashley O into the vehicle, and Ashley 2 and Ashley O are having this conversation. And it's great because they're like talking to themselves. The dialogue was great in all of this. And they eventually wreck the presentation And when Ashley O steps out of that car and that whole auditorium full of people see her, and the aunt's like, oh, fuck. Miley Cyrus, Ashley O, just shoots her aunt, the bird, and then the credits start rolling. And I'm like, oh, come on. There's got to be something. And of course, you have to watch the credits. And as the credits are rolling, they show you 3 really quick scenes. Come to find out, Ashley O's decided to start a punk band. She's got Jack playing bass in her band with her. They are doing the Head Like a Hole song, except it's Head Like a Hole, and it's just a grungy version of it. And that fucking sealed the deal for me, because what I was wanting to complain about at first, you know, felt great at the end to see her do this. I love the ending, very positive ending. You get a quick cut of Ashley too, and she's got an anarchy sign drawn on her now, and she's loving the music. So, and also you see 2 Ashley O fans of the pop variety coming out of the club in disgust because they can't stand the music that Ashley O's playing now. Yes, man, so good. Loved it. And what I enjoyed about the message was, you have to be yourself and grow and, don't conform and all that stuff. All that stuff's great. But as far as the story goes, as far as what was happening, when the robot got away from being programmed and was able to be itself, no one believed it. There's no way you're Ashley O shouldn't talk like that. Don't tell me how the fuck I talk, Ashley, too, was the star of the show there at the end. And then waking up Ashley O. So both of them were coming out of that conformity and being limited into growing as entities. Great message. Loved it. So there you go. That's probably my favorite one of the season. Although part 1 was damn good. Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2 is my favorite one. So that's it. That's my reaction. Hope you guys liked it. This has been Twin Perspective. I'm Joe. Subscribe to Rosenfield 10 for more videos like this, where I'm dropping shit and smoking cigarettes the whole time. It's just the way it goes. It's like a Johnny Carson kind of thing. You click playlist when you go to Rosenfield 10. You can find my videos that you're looking for with ease. I've got the Average Joe Political Show, where I cover news and politics. I've also got Twin Perspective, a whole folder covering Twin Peaks. We also do movies, we do music, and we do television. We have top 10 lists that you can access. We also break down years in film and give the Academy Awards out to who deserved it those years. Affectionately known as the Fucked Up Shit Awards. That's under the Best Films Of folder. We also do specials. We did a whole hour complaining about advertisements once, We do a lot of stuff on this channel, so go to playlists and find what you're looking for with ease. And until next time, I'll see you in the trees. Bye.